Okay, we're up in Gettsville, Williamsville with a roof and gutter helmet job that we did. There used to be trees that had this all blocked off and the gutters were packed solid. So the years of those gutters being packed solid caused a lot of havoc on the foundation. And what's happening here is right from that light, the garage door, to that post, that overhang settles close to 3 inches. In the middle of where that number 10 is above the garage door, that header of the garage door is swaled over 1.5 inches. So what we have to do is that has to be our high point, or we put that up all the way because the water's got, it's got a natural pitch going from there to the center, and there we had to manipulate it a little bit. Once we got to the corner, it took its natural pitch. Everything just goes that way. If we wanted to even get half of this water to go to that spout or to that end cap, we would have had to drop that almost 3 inches. If you look at the roof edge too, you can see how the roof itself, the framing of the roof, which is underneath our shingles, it's got a swale in it. So this house has done some settling on it, and that header was under-engineered for that 18-foot span. If you look at the concrete, the years of overflowing, you can see the brick got damaged here, and over on the corner the driveway has been undermined, so water's been overflowing, not being able to get out, and you can see how there's a big difference between the concrete inside the garage and the driveway. A big factor is this brick pulling away from here. This sidewalk has been undermined from water from that drain tile riser that's there. That riser is plugged or broken underground. And what happens is when water is trying to get out of it, you've got the downspouts coming from the rear. This is a lateral that's supposed to go 60 feet out to the street. From here, it's about 60 feet. And we've got another 25 foot back here. And then around the corner, there's another riser which catches the sub pump and another downspout from the rear gutter over there. So all that water is supposed to come here and go out. Well, you can see how this concrete is concaved. So something's happening where water's leaching here. I bet you come out here during the rain, you'll see water just shooting out of this opening right here that it can't get down that riser. So this drain tile is a problem. So we've got an existing tile system that it looks like it's going to need to be somewhat replaced and snaked out. We might get by with snaking, but I highly doubt it. The 3-inch cast iron is only, it's only 3 inches outside to outside, so the inside is less than 3 inches. It might be 3.5 outside to outside, so it might be 3 inches inside. That should be a minimum 4-inch drain. You've got a lot of water coming off this roof, and they were undersized when they went in. It would have been nice if there was a drain tile on both sides, so we would have had 2 laterals. If we would have had this upper gutter been able to deliver to the ground there, which I thought it was, but it's not. The upper downspout goes into the lower gutter. So the only alternative here is to put in a riser and a drain tile to collect all of this water, maybe even enlarge that downspout because the amount of square footage of roof that's going in it. And then look at the possibility of snaking these tiles, and if the snaking don't work, and cammering it, then replacing it is going to be necessary because all of this water that's coming from the back, I'll guarantee is not getting out. And this is really starting to cause, this is some serious damage. This brick is actually settling. This last 3 or 4 tiers of brick has pulled away, and the brick ledge is deteriorated, and the concrete has sunken almost 3 inches from the driveway, and the driveway sunk 2 inches from the inside of the garage. So there's a 5-inch variance from the date that this was put in here to now. That's how much all of this, that's how much damage the water overflow has done. And that's how important gutters can be. So they're supposed to gracefully deliver the water to where it has to go. And if the water is overflowing, it causes havoc. Water can't get out, it gets underneath this concrete, undermines it, freezes, thaws, and you get this cracking done. So there's some, see there's a piece of siding missing up there too. So the house needs some TLC. But the drainage isn't probably one of the most important things that they can do right now. That's right up in their priority stage. Possibly cut these branches away from the walkway so you can get by here, but we'll have to provide some options. So option 1 is running the first lateral to at least collect the water. Option 2 would be to, well, actually both of them have to be done simultaneously, because if that water isn't coming out, it's just eroding everything underneath there. It's undermining the whole foundation. So you got to arrest that from happening. We will find out what we can do. And the town is, they're sticklers with this drain tile. You have to be licensed in this town, so we'll have to get one of our affiliates in here to do that. We'll keep you posted.